Hello and welcome. Today is going to be a busy one, I think, with regards to new bits and pieces being added to the LEGO website. I've woken up and, well, there's been lots and lots of stuff that has been added, but I am very, very intrigued and interested to see what I think is the 15th, it is 15th anniversary Full Weapons Blacksmith for Ninjago. Now, if you're a big fan of Ninjago, you will understand actually how important this set actually is. If you're wondering why they've done it, I'm assuming it's a much upscaled version of something that they might have done in the Legacy range in the past. Or, in fact, it is part of the Legacy range. There we go. So it is 1,259 pieces. It is item number 71858, and it is coming with our first limited edition minifigure. So this, I do believe, is what we are going to have to try and do for all 15 years. So this isn't a big one. This is, I'm assuming we're going to get all of them are going to be part of the 15th anniversary. So this is just the first one. Now, if they are all going to be to this standard and different buildings, and you can create key things from all 15 years of the Ninjago, every single one of these will be worth getting. So let's take a quick look at all of the different bits and pieces. Now, it does give you, obviously, the toy show, the Four Weapons Blacksmith. I'm just seeing what episode it's from. Through that, for the first time, they can build and display and recreate. So it's the first time they've done the blacksmith shop. The first ever location in the pilot episode of the Ninjago City TV show. It was indeed. So they are going all the way back to the original, rather than flashbacks like they did. So this is the first time, basically, Wu spots Kai, and there's all sorts of different bits and pieces coming. They do time travel and come back to this moment, and it all goes a little bit wrong, which is quite funny. So that's why I thought it might have been the more modern one, but no, this is from the very first episode. So we are going all the way back to 15 years, and it is brother and sister team of. One, you can work out the price to part ratio. As you can see, I'm still waking up because I was not expecting to wake up to this. But this is what I want all of the Ninjago stuff to be always. This detailed, this amazing, with regards to the stuff that's been retiring, like the waterfall and all that kind of stuff. But we are going old school on this. School. And they've even given Wu the print on his feet as well, where he's wearing his sandals. Normally, he's actually just got white legs. So they've actually added on a little bit for that. You do have mum and dad. So if you're wondering who this family is, you got the father, you got the mother, you've got one of the ninjas, but technically not yet. And then you've got the other ninja, but not for a good while, because you have fire, you have water. Very clever with regards to how important these two are with regards to the mum and dad as well. And it literally kicks off, as you can see, the whole TV show. So building itself looks beautiful. You've got all the little trees. You've got the chunkier versions on this one where it looks like you've got, was it like the little ratchet spanner that they've used? So you might be able to angle that ever so slightly. You have got opportunities for different bits and pieces. I've got to look at all of this from a theme park perspective and if it will work, or as an expansion perspective to my Ninjago city already, because I have got the city, the docks, the gardens, the market, and the workshop. So I haven't got any smaller buildings just yet, but I know how important this is. And I wonder if is it fully enclosed on the back? And I want to see what minifigures included, because they haven't pictured the limited edition one. Well, that to me is absolutely perfect, because if that is that sign alone means I can add it into a theme park perspective, because they're telling you to keep off the model, so it could just be a life-size scale model. Here we go, I'm selling it to myself with all the generic minifigures walking around. So that is sold. I will be adding that into my collection. Okay. So it's a flap jobby. So you can see top left, top right is their outfits that mum and dad used to wear. So these are quite key and important because the children at the time had no idea who these are. If you are now suddenly watching the new Rising Dragons TV show and then want to backtrack on Netflix or ITVX or anywhere that you've got like a free streaming service, you can then watch these all the way from the beginning. They are just an easy watch. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did, and I have literally watched absolutely everything. Now, it is just a little blacksmiths. That's what it is. They just made the weaponry up and all of the bits and pieces. Did end up being a really, really good battle as well, with lots of different bits and pieces going on. You can see just down in the bottom left is where it attaches into the bottom right, and then you have got plenty of detailing around. So I just wonder when it's closed if you can see through this bit just here. And if this bit is open, so you can actually see the blacksmith getting done, but you have got angry face, which is quite important with regards to some bits and pieces that go. But Wu does look very, very good, I think. So yeah, I don't own Mum or Dad because they have been in another set. I do believe it was the Legacy set, and it was to do with the dragons. I can't remember what that set's called, but I think Mum and Dad were in that. But potentially they have gone all out on full leg print, torso print. A lot of the arm prints aren't needed as such, especially in the older ones, because they didn't actually have the armor on their shoulders, or they didn't have those little bits and pieces in. And the map is also quite important with regards to the little bits and pieces. So again, I don't want to give too much away in case you want to watch it, because this might have this might kickstart a lot of people if this is from the first one and they're wondering what it's all to do with, and you are wondering, oh yeah, I'd like this. I wonder what the episode's like. Just watch it. Just go right to the beginning. Just watch it, and it's amazing how Lloyd everybody speaks about as the main character, and obviously that clearly unfolds and the reason why, but how it actually started and who it started with, well, now you know. So yeah, that is pretty cool. I do like that, and I do like all the armor up at the top, and you have got just up on there, you've got another like a cool little helmet on the side, and the fact that it is a an actual blacksmith it is a working shop. I do really like that little no minifigure sign. So I think the minifigure signs just sold me with regards to being able to add it into a theme park. You can see all the weaponry that they're adding with regards to the swords and all the other little bits and pieces. You've got the interesting phone that they had back then, because obviously it looks like it's a really old ancient set, but it's not. It's just a blacksmith which has got the beautiful detailing. So you think that they shouldn't have the technology for the phone, but it is modern day. Again, with this, I don't think I've seen him with the. He always wears the red, but I don't. Well, he was in red trousers at times. He always wears the red, but I don't think I've seen a minifigure with the print on from there and then going all the way across the top. So again, that's a new printed minifigure to me. Now that's the exclusive character, and that is obviously the baddie all the way through into the beginning. And is that the first time they've ever done that figure? Hang on. I never read the descriptions normally, but I do care a lot on the Ninjago stuff. So behind the removable helmet and hood display, and a push-out sign to reveal the golden weapons map. That's Oh, there we go. Spoil it for yourself. I wonder what the golden weapons are. Well, I wonder what it is all five, funny enough, Ninjago characters actually end up getting, and what it is they actually have to do over the whole first series, because, well, the golden weapons is their ability, and then it changes that they are just basically the weapon. That's how it happens over a long period of time. So if it caught your interest, just start to watch it. So you can see you've got Maya, Ray, Nia. So it's got you've got the mum, dad, blacksmith Kai, Master Wu. Plus for the first time, there we go, as a collectible elemental, Master of Earth on a stand. So that is him, is it? So that is the Master Elemental, Master of Earth. Okay. So the show builds up over a long period of time, and you have all different elemental masters, hence what these Ninjago characters are, yada yada yada. Elemental master of fire, you've got the elemental master of heat in the new one, with in the Rising Dragons as well. You get introduced in the newer series to every single type of element you can think of, technology, yada 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 yada, and that is what the huge tournament is all about, with the playset that is available, and it comes with all of those amazing characters, and it is a cool thing. It's basically Mortal Kombat for Ninjago. That's basically what it is. It's a very, very clever thing. So that is if that is the first time ever being able to get that figure, And bearing in mind, when they did the 10th anniversary, it was just golden minifigures that you got. But now they're going to give us 5 sets, because there was a picture released officially from the people that went over to the Lego house and did the fan media day, and they had 5 figures, I think, or maybe 6, and they were all completely clear figures, and nobody knew what it was about. They kept it completely secret. So clearly, we're going to get another 5, hopefully fully exclusive minifigures, and like I said, that is perfect for me. So yeah, I do like that. I do like the size of it. um but yeah, as a display piece, a play piece, whatever it is that you want to do. So height wise, it is 7 inches, 9 inches high, and it's 6 inches deep. So it's just packed with lots of little figure. The Ninjago stuff has lots of small elements to give you the layering for the detail. So it's one of those that you can do and get away with. But yeah, that is, I do like that. I do like that at all. Right, so this is Elemental Master then. So that is who that one is, and that's the Elemental Master of Earth, which I do believe it all goes a little bit Pete Tong. So quite interesting how it all happens. I'm sure he has his own army, and it all gets a little bit chaotic and crazy. Um, but there we go. So that is all of them. So that's what the map's for. So you can see what that is. Obviously, Kai makes up the weapon. Something might happen to his parents without giving it away too much. It might be a John Wick revenge kind of story potentially. And then obviously you've got brother and sister with Wu. I still can't remember seeing Wu with his little flip flops before. I'm sure that must have been a thing, but I can't remember him because he's got them as well. So they've added in full toe printing on all of these, which is good. You can see what it looks like in hand with these two. It looks rather large, and that's the plaque and stand that they're talking about. Which, in all fairness, doesn't need to be on a stand, but it's nice that it is, because obviously it's the first time in the line. So you could have all of these built up and you could just have them as like a museum piece for me, or you can incorporate those in there. But you can see Mum, elemental of water, surprise, shock, and oh, there he is. There's Dad with the elemental of fire. And funny enough, you've got daughter and son. Guess what they might turn out to be? That's a better photo. Um, that actually looks like these are photos rather than computer imaging. Saying that, there's no way she would be able to stand like that, but I do appreciate that they are nice photos for a change. And I do like the different elements that you're holding, because obviously it's the flame effects that they have in their own thing before they end up launching at each other. And you can see what Kai is making up a different sword in two. So you have got the golden sword as well, and then you've got her weapons. She's in that outfit for ages until, in all fairness, until the first expensive Ninjago set, which is the temple one, which is my holy grail, which I haven't got, and that's where she becomes a ninja. So yeah, it's a full circle story with that one. But no, I think that looks great. 7. It's either going to be 7 sets, or are we going to get a bigger set and they're going to have more than one in? So I thought it was 4 or 5. But collect all 7. So we're going to get a couple of buildings, clearly going to get a vehicle or a mech, which that's where it gets a little bit annoying, because for me, I've got absolutely no interest in that whatsoever. But let's wait and see. So are you happy? Is this a good first Ninjago Legacy 15th anniversary set? I think it is. And if you don't like it, well, it is what it is. But again, price to part ratio, you can start to work it out. Jay's the pro at doing all of that for me. You do seem to get a higher price point, for pricing at the moment. And with the Marvel stuff that's been announced, they actually took all the pieces away and did drop the pricing. So it'd be interesting to see when people are a bit more mathematically clever than I am with regards to what that is all about. Now, let's have a super quick look at the other sets that have come out. So I don't know if I'm going to have to make a separate video for the algorithm for it to like it with regards to stuff that's in the title. So we have got some more Bionicle flowery stuff. So you can see you've got the tulips. We have got the Galloping Horses canvas, which does look nice. Well, I'll go back and click on some of these after. So these are the Chinese New Year sets. So these will go hand in hand with Ninjago. So I will click on those two. And is that all that's been revealed so far? again, for whatever reason, like they did last time, rather than it coming out on Instagram and everything else, literally a minute after midnight in the UK, it was all being revealed. But this is the live stream day for Black Friday. So I'm assuming they're getting all of this out, and these are the stuff that we're going to see. And then they're going to give us the big one, which I think is going to be the Star Trek. And then I don't know whether I'm going to go live during the stream or straight after. So yeah, we will see what reveals will happen as we go. So that's it. That's all of those. Let's have a quick, very quick look on the Chinese New Year, and then we can just tuck into actually for me getting the video edited and rendered together. Right. So Galloping Horses, 89.99, 1,650 pieces. And it is under the Chinese New Year banner, isn't it? Yes, yes, it is. So again, depending on where you are in the world, you might think, well, what's the point of this? You've got to remember that these sell out in different places all around the world, and they have said because of demand for it, because countries were kicking off, that they are now not making sets exclusively to those countries. So these have been around for ages, but you could only ever get these from the Legoland parks or go onto a different website from a different country. But now they're available for everybody to buy at a different price point. And obviously, they've got a shelf life of what's about 10 months before they go into the discontinued list, because obviously last year's are going, because every year we get these new sets. But since they have done it as widely available, they are making more sort of like diorama pieces. Whereas what they were doing is they were doing like really nice buildings with snow on and loads of minifigures, and then you had like a boat race one and all the others. Whereas now, obviously with this one, it's just the two minifigures, which looks great, but obviously there'll be history and heritage behind it. And yeah, you can see what I mean about it being in a certain region with regards to just the actors and actresses and things that are being used, but they are not now limiting it to just over that far field and over here and whatever else. So yeah, be interesting to see how that sells worldwide, because I think these sets are beautiful and the piece usages are really nice as well, aren't they? But pre-order, as you can see, available from pre-order, and it will ship on the 1st of January. So we are getting to that point now where there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out for January. Not pre-order for the Ninjago, which means is that going to be an exclusive thing to the Lego group? Because be interesting to see. Again, with this one, it's a decorative piece, 1,039 pieces. Yeah, I guess it all comes down to that's lovely. Are you into the culture of these styles of designs or not? Because if you're not, somebody else will be, and it is what it is for that. So you can see it's a six. It's six five six. I was about to say six fireworks. It's six minifigures, isn't it? I mean, I think I kind of is it Fortune Firecracker. It's a pretty cool looking thing, to be fair. Yeah, okay, there you go. Six minifigures, all looking great. So you do get good volume of figures with all these sets. You got all the different tiles and all the different bits and pieces. Some of them might be brand new prints. Never seen that jacket before, for example. I've never seen the matching jackets for larger and smaller as a pair before. You've got more of a winter villagey jacket there, which looks lovely. Christmassy jumper, which has been used, and then I think that might be the first time print for that one as well. And obviously the suit's suit. So yeah, they do give you really nice printed pieces in these sets. And again, that's not exactly the smallest of things either. So it will have some height and length, excuse me. And you can see that it's got two little plinths just for the minifigures to stand on. But that's it, done, simple as that. So I will be probably uploading videos maybe throughout the day with regards to what other news will be happening. And then of course this evening, quarter past 5, there is a live stream, which I will watch, set up, and then speak about as soon as it's out and about. Or if they upload the images beforehand, because they have done that in the past, I will go live straight away and get a video up with regards to all of the new sets. So it's going to be a late night for me tonight by the time we've done the lives and actually done these bits and pieces. But yeah, we'll see what is what. So if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. If you want to take care, and have a good next one.